Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome to the series on Claude for non-coders, where we are talking about how you can make Claude as your vibe worker. So today we are starting with one of the most in-demand topic, how to reduce token. Pranav, a lot of people ask me, Pranav, we are using Claude, whether free version or paid version. The tokens get lost so quickly. So how can we ensure that the token is used properly? So one, we have already talked in part one that how you can have a better prompt, but even after better prompt, there are some other tips and tricks that we'll be discussing, that how you can have lesser uses of tokens. First of all, do not ask for an artifact unless it needs interactivity. So we have already discussed what an artifact is. So you should not ask for an artifact. Instead, in fact, I have kept a system instruction in my Claude that do not give me for an artifact until I've asked you. Okay, so I'll show you my this Claude version, the paid version, in fact. Okay, so in the system instructions, always good to keep that I will not be, unless I spec, like always I ask that do not give me an artifact, give me a HTML or PPTX format. Do not prepare artifact unless I specifically ask you. So I've kept this as an instruction to the Claude that I do not need your artifact, because artifact consumes a lot of tokens unnecessarily. Okay, that is one thing. Keep it in a system instruction. I don't need an artifact until and unless you actually need it. Also, I tell you one thing: do not ask for an artifact anyways. Always ask for an HTML file. HTML file is a much lesser token uses, and it has the same interactivity as you would find in an artifact. Avoid long running chats. We already discussed in one window. Do not ask for a lot of chats. Okay. Then converting PDF docx to markdown before upload. So this is one of a major token saving technique, and I will be sharing a file with you. So I've created this file obviously using Claude only. Okay, so you can, if you want, I can give this file right away to you, or if you want to learn prompting, you can anyways create this file itself. Okay, so this is a small HTML file. Okay, I'll just show you that it's not a website; it's a HTML file in a what do you say, in a folder. Okay, it sits locally. It works without internet. So suppose I have a, let me take, what PDF file can I take? Okay, I have a PDF file over here. I'll show you. I have a PDF file over here. Can you see this PDF file? Yes, I have a PDF file which is 1644 KB. Okay, one of a educational material of C exams, but okay, 1644 KB it has. It has 98 pages. Okay, to be precise, it has 98 pages. Now what do? I will just simply choose this file that I want to uh, convert this PDF file. So it has a 98 pages. You saw that. So let me show you that how much token will it use. Okay, so I've already calculated. How did I calculate? So I have this Claude. To Claude, I asked that, okay, if I use a Claude model for processing of a PDF file which is 1644 KB with 98 pages, how many approximate token will be used for reading this PDF file? So based on Anthropic official documentation, here's the background for 98 page KB PDF file. So here it is token, that token text tokens low density, if it is then 1500 per page, that is 147,000. High density and approximate token saying this much. Total low end token will be, if total low end, then it will be, if I have to read it at once, then at once 2,94,000 tokens, or at high it might go up to 4,41,000 tokens, like a 4,41,000 tokens. Okay, also remember that it will exceed the standard 200,000 2 lakhs token limit which Claude context has. So many a times these PDF files will not be read properly. If you give this PDF file directly to Claude, then it will not be reading properly. So this is approximate 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs token we can assume. Okay, 3 lakhs token, we can assume that it will consume. So now let me give this PDF file to this markdown converter. So it is loading this. Yeah, it has already loaded. Now I'll say include PDF page numbers as well, remove repeated PDF headers and all these things. Now convert to markdown. If I do this, it is doing it locally without any SAS, no online, no nothing online. Okay, and look at this, 22,000 words, 1 lakh characters, and only 29,000 tokens. This is only 29,000 tokens. And if you feel, no, we want to really see what does Claude say. So if I give the same prompt to Claude, asking it that what will be the average token uses for this, So I'll tell also how much token will it be used to process MD file with 22,000 words or 1 lakh characters, because that was the output of that uh, markdown file. Let me show you again. This was this 22,000 characters, 11,900 characters, and 20,000 words. And I can download it as a markdown. Look at over here. I can download as a markdown. It will be .md file. It will get downloaded. As soon as I download it, I can download and save. Okay. So if I give this .md file to it, then how much token will be used? That is what I wanted to ask. So when I asked it, it says for this characters, look, by characters divide by 4, because approx 4 characters equal to 1 token. So only 29,000 tokens. Just imagine, where we have 3 lakh tokens, 3 lakh tokens and 30,000 tokens. And that is where I said 10 times you can reduce your token usage just by using this one simple free HTML file. A free HTML file you can use, you can get it from a giveaway, and this you can use and you can reduce your token usage. So that is how that's working. Never ever, like, I have stopped giving PDF files to Claude. I never give PDF files. Okay, I might give an image when I have to show some designs and all. I never ever give PDF files to Claude. And look at this converter. It will properly convert with a page number. Okay, it's a proper Python code which is written, and it will work in your system. It works in any system. Okay, so this you can definitely use. Done. This will be there. This will be given to you. I'm removing this. So you can see how converting PDF, and the same thing will work for the docx as well. So this works for docx as well. As you can see, this is not for this for PDF. I've written it. It's for docx as well. Okay. Look, these tools you can create. If you don't want to use any third-party tools, having security concerns, data security concerns, you make your own tool. You can ask Claude to give me a HTML file, which will take a PDF file as an upload and convert it to Markdown. You can ask Claude and you can get this same PDF or same HTML files. Okay, that's even possible. Okay, now pay once for the logic. So in co-work, basically, if anybody is doing co-work, one tip which we usually give is ask for a batch script. Okay, now what is the batch script? You can batch script is simply a command prompt. You can run a batch script by double clicking on it. You can simply ask Claude, give me a batch script. Do not run the batch script, but give me a batch script. I will run it on myself. So you can save some tokens on that part. Also, you can ask Claude to write a batch script rather than it manually moving, copying files. Like many times we see the use case of Claude co-work. They say, okay, you can organize your folders, and people ask Claude to organize folders. The Claude will keep on organizing, deleting, moving, copying here, there, and it will say, I've organized the folder. Why not ask it for a batch script that analyze all those things, give me a batch script to do? Or you can ask it to give me an Excel file with all the files, and you can manually also see by filtering and all. It will give you a Python code or a basic any prompt through which it can get the entire folder structure in a Excel format, and that you can use for your own purpose. And then you can say that, okay, I want to organize in this manner. Now give me a batch script, and you can double run it and do that. So I do this for the Python script. I do not ask Claude to run Python script. I ask it to give me a Python script and tell me how to run. Suppose I do not know how to run, I'll ask it, tell me how to run, and I will run it, because at least that part of token saving uses can be done. Because when it runs it, it has to keep on monitoring that how much it's run, how much is not being run. So that context you can save by self running it instead of making it to run. So these are some most of the important topics we have, and move repetitive execution out of the chat loop. Okay, so whenever you know that you are telling this particular thing again and again and again to Claude, make it either part of system instruction. Don't keep it inside the chat each and every time. Okay, so that's it from the token usage part. I believe using these simple tips, there are many other like caveman wordings and all that you can talk in terms of caveman. There are many other websites through which it will convert your prompt into a caveman prompt, and that can help token save tokens. But I believe these are some basics that you should definitely first try, and still you will see a massive improvement in your token usage. If still there are other things that there are definitely a lot of other things that we do for token users, but these are some primarily basic things that you must be implementing into your day-to-day Claude users. So this much for this video, and again, yes, we will come we have further data security as a major thing left, and that will be covering in the next video. Thanks for watching.